At the beginning of this year, I read this book, The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer, and it moved me deeply, it challenged me deeply, and it made me think very hard and begin to try to put things in practice, to slow my life down, to make place for a better sense of Sabbath in my life, time for solitude, time for silence. And then the coronavirus came along, and that was all kind of all went haywire because of the challenges of working around the situation in our nation and indeed in our world. When I woke up yesterday morning, as I said, feeling grumpy and grouchy and not very happy with myself, I started to say, we've got to get a bit of discipline into our lives. We've got to get back to these disciplines. We've got to start having regular meal times and so on and so forth. And then I read Matthew 14. The story continues after Jesus decided to go on retreat by saying that when the crowds realized what had happened, they followed Jesus round the lakeside on foot and got there before he did. If that had been me, I would have been tempted to say, look, don't you guys know we're having a retreat? Clear off. Come back tomorrow. We'll be back in action tomorrow, but today's a retreat day. Go away and leave us alone. That wasn't Jesus' way though. When he saw them, when he got out of the boat, Matthew 14 and verse 14 tells us that he was full of compassion for them and healed the sick among them. And Mark and Luke tell us that he also took time to teach them, and that took pretty much the whole of the day. For Jesus, there's another dynamic, another motivation that is bigger and more powerful and more significant even than the responsibility to take time out and to retreat. It's the motivation for mission. It's compassion, the heart of God beating with love for the last, the lost, and the least. And that reshuffles the cards and puts the retreat thing in a different kind of priority. So I'm encouraged by that. I'm encouraged by the fact that when my retreat times are broken into and my plans are shattered by stuff that happened to Jesus, I'm encouraged by the fact that Jesus had compassion when he saw broken people and he reached out to them. I have a sneaky feeling that actually whatever retreat time we have will actually deepen that sense of God's heartbeat for the last, the lost, and the least, and will deepen that compassion in our hearts for the lost. Amen.